Well, it's good to be back with Group A once again. Usopp Redox here with Alex Angels, and this opening contest is kind of sad because it'll be between two people who mathematically are now out of the tournament.
Yes, I hate to start on a sour note, but with Daniel Bryan sweeping it so far, it is now mathematically impossible for Ricochet to get up there as well. But this should be one hell of a contest regardless.
Absolutely, Ricochet has put on some whirlwind performances in the tournament. Let's not hold that against him, but he's just not had the success he's been looking for. Might be aiming for second place, nonetheless.
And it's still not impossible for him to at least get on the podium, at least for the block.
Because definitely he could get 10 points by the end of it. But he will have to beat his opponent to get there.
And his opponent was already mathematically out of it before the last round began.
Which is probably even sadder, now we think about it.
Yes, but Sami Zayn, I think now just trying to get off the bottom. Word has it the finals will have some sort of ultimate loser match, or the best of the worst match. So
Yeah, well, he is in contention for that. Zayn does share points with Benjamin and Kenta. I do think Benjamin might get some leeway if there is a tie at the bottom of Group A. Mainly for his performance against Daniel Bryan.
yeah, like I don't for a lot of these people, I don't think any of that are in the bottom. Shelton especially, I think Andrade, who's our other male competitor at 2 points across the
And
two
Kenta.
brackets. Well, yeah, and Kenta. Well, you said Kenta. Andrade was the one that we
I
haven't
didn't.
mentioned because he's on the other
I
side.
said Benjamin and Zayn. I never mentioned Kenta.
Did you not? I thought you did. Well,
Nope.
Yes, Kenta did. Kenta's put in some great showings and just not been able to finish off. Shelton's had some amazing showings. Sami Zayn's had some hell of good showings and matches, and Andrade has busted 3 people open in the past 3 weeks. So let's not forget that.
Yeah. Now, these factors will probably play into a hypothetical ultimate loser match. To be fair, you gotta look at all the criteria.
Not exactly like the stipulations for ultimate loser match currently undetermined. I mean, if like as much as currently it's 2 points, if everyone gets up to 4 points, then that changes that match significantly. So
I mean, it does. Zayn will probably want those 2 points just to give him an edge.
like everyone at 4 points as it stands adds Ricochet. As it stands would also add Rusev and Bobby Roode. Like it's hard to say what a multi-man match would be, or even maybe it ends up being 1-on-1. Maybe there is only 2 people at the bottom by the end. It is hard to say what that match is until we are at the very last week.
Absolutely, only time will tell, though, is Zayn starting to get a wave of aggression against Ricochet.
Starting to pick up some momentum.
No, Sami is a very smart man. I think he's realized Ricochet needs to stay grounded. Or at least without momentum.
Yes, applying the and that hold there. Keeping Ricochet grounded.
Going behind.
Half and half suplex.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see if Sami goes back to the Koji clutch once again.
As we've mentioned multiple times, that is his one win so far is from the Koji clutch.
And Ricochet does not have the best track record against submissions, it must be said.
Again, as we said, keeping the high flyer grounded, keeping the momentum out of Ricochet is probably the closest to kryptonite you get for Ricochet.
Yeah, so Ricochet has the ability to just recover on basically a coin flip, to be honest.
If Ricochet can move, Ricochet can beat you. So it's no wonder submissions are a good counter for his offense.
Absolutely. Let's go for the knee there.
Yeah, burying it in the lower ribs.
Zayn, buy yourself some time, a little bit of breathing room.
Yes, as we mentioned, cannot be pinned on the outside. Zayn setting up for something here, perhaps?
Yeah, we don't see you go top rope often. Apparently not. Goes for the kick instead.
Yeah, changed his mind.
Ultimate sign of disrespect there.
Blue Thunder Bomb.
No pin attempt. Sami might have thought he'd been too close to the ropes. Not a
Yes,
terrible
I think you were right. Does pull away from the ropes, goes for the pin.
And he wins!
Oh my god, not only did Sami Zayn win, but Sami Zayn won off
With a
of
Blue
Blue
Thunder
Thunder
Bomb.
Bomb. That's only the second time
Again.
that's happened.
In history! Holy hell!
Ladies and gentlemen, for the second time in history, the Blue Thunder Bomb got a win.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Thunder Bomb is now a finishing move. Again. It's been reinstated. I'm not sure what happened with Ricochet, to be honest with you. Maybe he just wasn't focused this evening? Or this morning, I should say.
I mean, we saw, like, multiple shots to the midsection and the rib, like, the lower back and the rib. Maybe it was just, like, maybe he just got caught in the kidneys or the liver or something. Like, there are certain shots that, if placed well, just debilitate you completely.
Well, we all know Sami Zayn is a work smart, not hard individual. That has just proven it, bringing him up to 4 points, tying with Ricochet. Congratulations, Sami. Well, while you're wondering about Naomi for a second,
I meant
we continue with
my brain.
how did that happen? Anyway,
we're talking about Naomi before that. Anyway, it's beside the point.
Let's focus on the fact that Belair's out as well.
Belair's out. I do not care about this.
Yes, Belair is officially out. She can only get 8 points, and for those unaware, we're currently at the point where 2 people are on 10. So she's mathematically unable to win. However, she could prevent her opponent from having a chance of winning this thing.
Belair's still having a few opportunities actually to play spoilers here, but this is the first of those. And again, like this, I don't think this is as big of a spoiler as some of the other ones she has a chance to be. But I think it would certainly be a feather in the cap to say, hey, I'm the one that beat you. I'm the one that said that you it wasn't as much as the people in front could just get too far ahead to be caught up with. I definitely think Bianca would run with being able to put Sonya Deville out of the tournament.
Yes, and Sonya Deville needs to get her head in the game, because if she loses to Belair, Deville is also mathematically out of the tournament. She would not be able to get up to 10. And even saying that, that's an asterisk. So that requires Dakota Kai and Beth Phoenix to lose literally every single match from now to then.
Yeah, it's not only a big mountain to climb, but it is a big mountain to climb that isn't very likely.
Yeah, it's a big mountain to climb. It's very, very unlikely.
10, does she have I mean, she doesn't have the... Oh, no, she does have Beth Phoenix. Okay, so... she could... Yeah, she could do it, because she does have Beth Phoenix in round 8. So it is...
She does have the capacity, but she needs to win this match.
She needs to win this one, and she needs Beth not to win tonight. And I guess by extension Dakota, but I think then Dakota would have... Then I'd have to work out tiebreakers.
Well, I mean, if either win, they'd be on 12, so it'd be mathematically impossible to catch up.
Yeah, so they can't win tonight for Deville to have a chance.
Yeah,
I'm not
no
sure
pressure.
I'm not sure how tiebreakers work.
Yeah, that will take calculation, but for now, Deville starting the aggression, cross arm breaker.
Yeah, because Deville would have a win over Beth, but Beth would have a Deville over Beth would have a win over Kai, but Kai would have a win over. It would be sort of a three-way tie, and I'd have to work that one out.
Yeah, that would take mathematicals. And yes, that is mathematics mispronounced.
But a
So
DDT
Deville,
kick up from Belair.
lack of experience, though, I think misjudged the distance for the clothesline.
How about that? It was still somewhat out of it, and sort of half fainted while she was going for it. Now we get the clothesline.
Now, I think some people might be surprised that Belair, given the real life Belair, is doing so poorly. But
I'm not.
I mean, yeah, that you're not exactly the biggest fan, to my knowledge. But you know, Belair, this is rookie Belair to some degree. You could argue.
This is technically 20. You know, as she was at the end of
2018.
So NXT Belair for one.
Yeah. So this isn't quite the superstar. And I think maybe that's feeding into it. You know, this lack of experience, especially on the big stage.
Even with the increased level of, because I mean she's still fairly rookie numbers at the moment. But even with the increased levels of rookie numbers, I will be honest, I'm a little surprised she's doing as bad as she is. I didn't expect her to do great, but
yeah, she's just not been able to really secure her footing on a consistent basis.
And honestly, in a similar vein, I think. No, actually, I think Deville's probably sitting about where I expected her to be.
Yeah, Deville. I think it doesn't help that a lot of people sleep on Deville.
Yeah, it's like
as the triangle choke is applied there.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I think, kind of rest on Deville as just being the third member of Absolution. Or the worst part of the Mandy Rose friendship.
They should have gone with a lesbian Pollard in that storyline. I'm just gonna say it out loud.
They shouldn't have given it to Liv Morgan. But apparently Sonya's head is in the game today as she does score the victory.
Yeah, the move she's been using to put people away is so understated. We keep missing it. It is a kick to the midsection. It is what I would describe as dash middle if you know like 3 years ago Kota Ibushi. It's just a very stiff, a very stiff kick to the gut. And it is a move that most people probably wouldn't hit with the force or accuracy that Sonya Deville does. And
indeed, knocks the wind right out of you, kind of like what I'm suffering from at the moment, apparently. I think I can relate to Belair on that one. Jesus. You know, strikes can really just knock the wind out of you. But it must be said, congratulations to Deville. Gets up to 6 points. There we go. My brain's clicked.
We know where the division is. Shut up.
Yeah, I remember. Totally.
Well,
I think. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say now we have some people who aren't mathematically out of it against some people that are.
Yeah, I should tell the pyro guy, smoking the light does not work. It does not have the same aura.
Oh, it does if you have use enough of it.
It does if you have Finn Balor's physique, it must be said.
You get away with a lot if you look like Finn Balor, to be fair.
Yeah, I imagine that to be the case. But yes, Finn Balor is not mathematically out the tournament. In fact, he is the literal middle of the pack at the moment on 6 points. Tied with Shawn Michaels. Scored a victory against Ricochet last week.
Yeah, Ricochet's not been having a good time of it the past few weeks.
No, he really hasn't.
And yeah,
I mean,
starting our show off tonight with one of the shortest matches in the tournament.
I mean, let's see. Ricochet's lost to what? Samoa Joe, then Bálor, now Sami Zayn. A lot of NXT champions.
Guess this is what we get for never giving Ricochet the belt.
Yep.
It's a curse.
It is the curse of the Ricochet. But yes, Bálor will still be feeling the pressure to win here tonight. Because technically he will be mathematically out of it if he loses. Now that I think about it.
Yes, we have 3 rounds left, so
He needs to win this.
Gotta win them all.
Well, he's stuck on 10.
That's
And
right.
that wouldn't be an issue if Bryan wasn't on 12.
But no, I think Finn might have already lost to Bryan, unfortunately. So I think technically on ties, Finn might be out of it.
But a man who's even more out of it, sadly, is Shelton Benjamin.
Yes, having one hell of a contest in our last round. Just putting on one of the best showings I think we've seen the entire tournament. Coming close on multiple occasions to putting Bryan away.
Yeah, I don't think any of us expected that level of competition from Shelton, and shame on us, really. He just pulled it out of the park when needed.
Yeah, was not successful in the end, but man, did he give it his all to try.
And, I think that might be the motivation for Benjamin in this contest.
Yeah, I think
After you've put on one great match, you want to top it, so to speak.
referee Kenny getting in the way. There we go.
Nice, Kenny. Call an elbow run by Shelton there. He said Ricochet, god damn it.
Inverted DDT. Shelton thrown into the corner. Counter. Hello, an elbow. Headlock.
A lot to the arm.
Top wrist lock.
Wrenching on the wrist. Modified STO.
Yep. And looks like Shelton won that exchange, but Finn able to dodge out of the way of that flurry of blows and shift the momentum back in his corner.
I mean, I can't offer Shelton much more advice than I offered Sami Zayn, really. You need to cut off Balor's momentum. You need to keep him on the ground, ideally. Which should be easy for a former amateur wrestler, but easier said than done.
Full flat out gourd buster there from Shelton.
Yeah, if you've ever belly flopped, you know why that hurts, and you can just apply it there.
Yeah, but the added momentum of being driven down and having your opponent's weight with you as well.
Yeah, and on wood with an inch of, not even an inch, a centimeter of padding.
Yeah, about an inch. It is about an inch of padding.
Ah, there we go.
But it's like, yeah, it's about an inch of sponge on wood. That's not.
And then maybe a centimeter of canvas.
Not even we're talking demiers for the canvas.
Yeah, we're talking tiny.
Because I know the term for how we measure the thickness of fabric.
Nerd.
It's honestly, I know a bit because of a Ken Ashcorp song. Which
Is that the guy who did Fluffy Tail?
Yes, it is.
Jesus. I didn't think we should be shouting him out here, but apparently we are. As the explanation of how you know the measurement of canvas.
It's not canvas, it's any material. It's the thickness of material. It's in deniers.
Don't make me go full Luke Gallows nerd on you.
I am full of useless information.
I mean, we could compare, but I feel as though it's more pertinent to acknowledge Benjamin is winning.
Yeah, Benjamin currently in control. Snap now.
That man.
Once again goes for the arm.
I think he's maybe believing Baalor's again for the 1916 here. I got that name wrong, didn't I?
What?
Is it the 1916?
Yes, it is the
I always
1916.
confuse it with the video game 1914.
Oh, it is 1916.
Hey, I finally got it right for bloody once.
I mean, no one's gonna stop us calling it Bloody Sunday.
I mean, I'll call it 1914.
Super kick.
Super kick!
Is Shelton in the super kick party?
Spoilers.
Genuine
Only in
question.
Suka, by the way.
Genuine question. Is Shelton anywhere actually?
Yes.
Good.
He shouted anywhere in our future plans after his performance against Bryan. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna
He
say
absolutely
he
is.
fucking better be after his performance last round. Tebow countered. Roll up. Roll
It's a
reversed.
universal package.
Pin broken up.
T-Bone exploder there. Benjamin returned to it.
Fireman's carry.
Proved to be efficient. Goes for the snake eyes.
Stun gun.
Benjamin.
Snake Eyes is off the corner. We had this conversation once already.
Okay, look, it's the same sort of deal.
Well, one's dropping the neck, one's dropping the face. It's very different.
No one home for Benjamin.
Managing to
Now someone home for Benjamin.
managing to recover with the leaping clothesline.
That's what veteran experience does.
We've been talking about it all tournament, but Shelton is one of the best all-rounders in wrestling, never alone in the tournament.
Why do I feel as though these two faced off in Japan?
I could very much see it. I think
Because Benjamin was in Suzuki Gun.
they should have been in at the same time, yeah, so probably.
Yeah. Because MVP was with Shelton. Right, now I'm trying to remember if they were.
Making use of the outside, making use of that 20 count. Perhaps. We've had a single match have a count that goes over 10 throughout the entire tournament.
I mean, to be fair, you'd think these two might be.
Yeah, as we speak about their New Japan experience. Off the table now.
They did, but it was an 8-man tag.
That makes sense.
It was Bálor, Farley, and the Good Brothers beating Benjamin, Michinoku, and your favorite team, the Murder Express of Lance Archer and Davey Boy Smith.
Yeah, Killer Elite Squad.
There you go.
I want to point out, Finn keeps running in the ring and Shelton just keeps pulling him back out.
It's a tactic. Shelton's utilizing the full count to some degree.
Yeah, Shelton using the outside. Both men now finally getting in.
Yes, Benjamin with a very dignified way of entering the ring.
Back to the arm. Shelton has been working on that arm throughout the match. Saw it first with that top wrist lock when they were exchanging holds, and we've seen this stretch a few times.
I was about to say Benjamin needed to be careful there, because if you notice, he kept pulling Bálor back. Could have accidentally nearly given himself a rope break.
Yes, but does in the process of that pull out the shoulder. Oh, hold on, up to the top. Finn's looking for it.
Misses a coup de grace.
Benjamin had it scouted.
Complete shot.
Yeah, complete shot of his own.
Wait a minute. I think Bálor might have just next leveled Benjamin here.
Now looking for it again. No, calling Benjamin to his feet. What's Bálor looking for here?
You don't see Bálor do it often. Looks like Hurricane Rana.
Gets the pin.
Only a 1 count.
Yeah, showing them some of the variety in offense that Finn has.
And Bálor's now taking one of Benjamin's techniques.
Yeah, now working Shelton's arm. Just pulling that shoulder loose.
You know, T-bone suplex does require it as much as the 1916.
Looked like Finn might have been going for the 1916 there, but Shelton managed to power his way out.
Veteran experience complete shot.
Yeah, Payda even goes for the cover.
Benjamin's still keeping the pay dirt in his arsenal, it seems.
Well, yeah, it's generally one of... Oh.
Wait, I think Benjamin's been cut.
Yeah, I think that elbow might have clipped
Yeah, it
something.
has. Yeah, it definitely has. That's going to cause irregularity in your breathing. You've got to be really careful now.
I feel like we've seen Benjamin opened up before, and it often seems to fire him up to some degree.
Yeah, that is true, but he still does have to keep it in mind.
Open up that second gear.
Caught by Bálor, but taken for a lariat. He's going for a Reba. Might be going for a moonsault. It seemed.
Next time connects the second rope.
Yeah, he's on the middle, just staring at Benjamin. Not sure what his plan is.
Just waiting. And the moment Shelton moved, Finn struck. I don't know if we have count like
Benjamin
sort of down 10 counts.
I don't believe we do. Benjamin wants Bálor back in the ring.
T-Bone?
T-Bone might be a bit close. No. Smart tactic, puts his arm in front of Bálor's to keep it locked in to his body. Only scored a 2 though.
Hooked the limbs, hooked the outside leg, tied up the
DDT on the cut.
Yeah, just worsening that open wound, but Shelton stays in it. This is the resiliency we've been seeing of Shelton for the past few weeks. Payda hits again.
Payda number 2 realizes he's too close to the ropes, does not go for the pin.
Back to that arm.
Actually, pulled the shoulder out.
I don't remember, but I believe that is the shoulder that got injured.
I think it might be. He's been going back to it consistently.
The shoulder that cost Finn the Universal title.
If it wasn't, it might soon become. Benjamin, clock his time down 11 minutes. Go for it again. T-Bone number 3. Looking to put it away with the trifecta. And he does it! Benjamin!
Yeah, Shelton playing spoiler for Finn's chances.
Yeah, Finn's now out.
And more so, Shelton showing that his showing last week was not a one-time thing.
But more importantly, that means Kenta's now the bottom. Kenta has to win.
Yeah, that is a very good point, actually. Shelton and Sami both winning their matches today. Means Kenta is the only one on this side now with 2 points.
You gotta be concerned if you're Kenta now. Gotta be thinking, you just gotta think about how you're gonna win to keep up with Benjamin and Zayn.
Yeah, otherwise we could be looking at Kenta versus Andrade, and that is a fucking sad thought that Kenta versus Andrade could be our losers final match.
It's a thought, that's for sure. Still, you see that Crimson Mask did not put Shelton down. Congratulations, Shelton. Yet another fantastic performance.
The man that has recently acquired a new career as the enforcer of NXT.
Also, the man who probably was fake out fired. Let's be real. Let's use hindsight.
No, for as far as I'm aware, he was shoot fired, and Triple H was pissed about it. And
I mean, to be fair, it would be a Vince McMahon play.
yep,
Could pretend shoot fire, which makes me hesitant.
I wouldn't put it past Vince, but no, apparently Triple H was just really mad that they fired Samoa Joe.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I
Do
saw
you
a poll.
blame Triple H for him being
No. There was a poll on this, and they went through all the people, and 86% said Joe. I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm glad to see 3% of Murphy fans.
And even that is just like, it's hard to vote against Joe.
It is. I mean, there are veterans, and then there are just. I guess the term I'm looking for is experts. Because he is the closest to an expert of the ring we'll ever see.
Yeah, could be in the arguments and in the contention for the title of Ring General, I think, is Samoa Joe.
Absolutely, and to be honest with you, I don't like Kenta's odds here.
Yeah, neither do I, and it's
with Luke Gallows and a somehow not mentioned Carl Anderson.
I'm sure the Machine Gun is not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, the Machine Gun will probably be very annoyed at that.
Bullet Club's going to beat up the
Probably a lot of people.
The graphics department.
Probably a lot of people, let's be real.
Yes, Kenta now, as we mentioned, even in last place, has had a lot of pressure put on him. As he's now the only member of this bracket with the lowest score.
Yeah, the man's only beaten Shelton Benjamin. That's it.
I mean, at least he's beaten the MVP, right? Like,
I mean, we joke about that, but I'm fine calling him the MVP.
I think Shelton Benjamin has 100% been the MVP of this tournament.
Kenta's using lightning quick aggression might be the solution to Joe.
Yeah, gotta be.
Same advice to Joe as I've given Sami Zayn and Shelton Benjamin. What else can I say in this matchup?
Yeah, keep Kenta slow. Although Samoa Joe's gonna have to have his head on a swivel. Not that I think Samoa Joe's too concerned about the numbers game.
I don't think Joe's ever given a hell about the numbers game. There's the same man who
almost had my one per show.
You had no. It might not have been a Michinoku.
Well, yeah,
I chose the wrong word on purpose.
Might not have been decided a suplex.
Yes, there we go. And yes, I used Michinoku the wrong way. I realize. That would have been a really interesting fake out, though. Kenta with the face wash.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, was that a hell of a kick?
No, it definitely wasn't a haluva kick. It might have been a hell of a kick.
That's what I said.
I know it's what you said. I know. Don't you worry.
Joe now punching Kenta at the outside.
This is really a very Ring of Honor match, isn't it?
It feels a bit Ring of Honor, yes.
It feels like this happened in Ring of Honor at one point. It probably did, and guessing from just what I know of Ring of Honor and Joe, I've got a feeling Joe won that encounter. I could be completely wrong on that.
Yeah, we're now 2 minutes deep in this match. We haven't mentioned that, like, bar ties, Joe is in third place at the moment. Joe is
also. Fun fact: I was wrong. Technically speaking, Kenta has never lost to Samoa Joe.
Okay. There's a lot of caveats there.
There is not a lot of caveats there, actually. It's only tag team matches, though. They've never had a singles match. However, Joe has beaten the lookalike Hideo Itami.
Okay.
There you go.
Yes, the cursed man of NXT.
Yes. Not to be confused with Kenta Kobashi.
Wait. Head first off the exposed turnbuckle goes Joe.
And just bringing out the aggression.
Neckbreaker, stomp to the arm.
I'd like to just also highlight one other thing. In those matches with Samoa Joe, he was either fighting Joe and Magnus or Joe and Bryan Danielson.
So a lot of history here.
Yeah, a lot of history and a lot of respected athletes. And Magnus.
Yes.
Only a 1 count there.
Although eventually changing his name and making everything a hell of a lot better. That's
Most definitely.
dropping the nickname of Magnus, deciding to go to a actual name.
I mean, to be fair, it was Brutus Magnus at the time.
That's worse.
Yeah, it was a gladiator gimmick because Brutus Magnus was Oblivion on the reboot of Gladiators in the UK. There's a fact for you that no one acknowledged ever.
I knew there was some wrestlers on that show.
Yeah, it was Magnus. And and Mason Ryan. I forgot Mason Ryan. Did you remember Mason Ryan?
No, not really.
I met him. And I forgot about it.
Good for you.
He's actually quite nice, bless him.
Back into the one of the exposed turnbuckles. There's 2 now, and then into the other. I think Kenta's been spending some time with Toriano. Knee press.
Possibly.
taking a shell out of our leader Daniel Bryan's playbook and hitting the knee plus.
And just staying aggressive.
And now we have another busted skull.
Oh, I also forgot Gemma Palmer was also on that show. I don't think she does that much in wrestling anymore, but she counts. So, yeah.
Samoa Joe now with a crimson mask of his own. Kenta to the top.
I wouldn't do that against a guy doing Uranagis.
Yep.
Oh, powerbomb!
Caught straight to jackknife powerbomb.
I hate to say I called it, but I kind of called it.
Big overhand shot. Kick to the midsection. Chopping the legs off the ropes. Kenta reverses. Inverted DDT.
No, we've seen Joe get busted open quite a lot, but he's never lost momentum after being busted wide open.
Yeah, the if nothing else, it just makes him angrier. Joe now off the ropes.
As kitchen sinked by Kenta. Carl Anderson seems very happy about that. Luke Gallows is currently staring at the LED. An interesting choice by Luke. There's a knee plus.
Yeah, knee press again. Kenny repairs the turnbuckles.
I mean, a knee plus actually not a bad idea in the current situation.
I mean, that's the second one he's done this match.
I mean, to be fair, why not try to open the cut more? Oh no, we saw this. We've seen this.
We've seen this a couple times.
It won last week.
It won the week before as well. Straight jacket.
Chimeraplex!
Actually, I think it won 2 weeks ago. I think it was very close. I think it was in the ropes last round.
It feels like last week for some reason.
It's been a month.
I know, right?
Or at least a lunar month. Looking to hit the move that busted Joe open again.
Goes for the pin. Joe's still in it.
Joe's still in it. Again, Kenta needs to win this to keep up with the rest of the people in last place.
Kenta going for a double foot stomp. Shout out to former Bullet Club leader Prince Devitt.
Yes, the originator of the Bullet Club.
Did not land it though. At least land it successfully. And the kick to the gut for the troubles. What is Joe thinking? What is Joe's plan here? He's one of the only men with striking, submissions, and suplexes all in one.
Swinging neck breaker, goes for the cover.
1, 2, not even a 2, it looked like.
I think just barely a 2. Knee lift. Drops Kenta.
Oh no. I think we're about to find out the answer.
Positioning.
The answer is submission.
Coquina clutch.
Yeah, Coquina clutch wrapping his arms around the head.
Gets the hooks in the waist. Making it harder for Kenta to get out, but elbows to the ribs. Goes for the pin.
Painful. Kent's looking to take it. Joe lets go.
Joe knew he either had to let go of the hold or kick out, and it was easier to let go of the hold.
The thing is, though,
another knee plus.
The thing is, though, for that extra second, you're still applying the submission.
Yes.
So you're still wearing down Kenta.
Another hell of a kick.
I think foot's in the ropes, nearly. Looked like it from this angle, might not have been.
Or might not. Yeah, Kenny, the angle here was that might have not have seen it. Another turnbuckle pad gone. DDT. Kenny quick to fix it.
Joe's face is literally just red. Low blow!
Yeah, Kenny was busy fixing the turnbuckle pad.
The ultimate sign of disrespect.
I think I was right. He has been watching Toriano.
Apparently, Bullet Club are learning from chaos. And it's enough. Kenta with the disrespect.
I think Kenta's just tired of losing. I think Kenta doesn't want to be the only one on 2 points on this or at least in this bracket. And Kenta took the only way out he could see.
I still don't have to like it.
I don't blame you for not liking it. But you gotta respect the intelligence there. Took the turnbuckle pad off to distract Kenny so he could hit the low blow.
I know I always say that it's only cheating if you're caught. But, you know, there's just some things you don't do.
Feeling a little sympathy pain over there, friend?
Kind of. It's you hate to see people win with that, but I'll give it to Kenta. He did.
Yeah, if you like it or not, it was effective. It was smart. And it is 2 more points for Kenta. I'll admit, Naomi was one of my last picks for a reason. But I'm not complaining because she is in second place at the moment.
I mean, I will complain. I'm not a Naomi fan.
After being squashed this week by Piper Niven, that at no point was announced at Piper Niven. In fact, it was act like no one had ever seen her before. Thanks.
Yeah, no one had seen her before.
Wait to bury fucking NXT UK Raw.
Yeah. Also, can I damnate the people that fat shame Piper Niven?
Yes. Yeah. You have fun with that.
Yeah. Screw that. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Like.
Don't do that. You know, Piper Niven's a veteran. Come on.
Yeah. People are fine in however they look.
Yeah. You know. Same goes to if you do it to Kevin Owens too.
I will complain that like Piper Niven's just generic big guy gimmick, but I'm
To be
not.
fair, she's done it for a while. She's very good at it. And she's much safer than Nia Jax. I'll take that every day of the week.
Yeah.
And talking about people that are, I think we discussed out of it.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good, indeed.
It's another one of those where it's doable, but it needs the people in top to start losing.
So basically, she needs to win.
Yeah, it needs her to win and the people that are winning to stop winning.
Yeah, so let's worry about the current. I think is the phrasing we need to go with.
Yes. Either way, this match continues to apply pressure to the lead, as Naomi winning this match would tie her with the two currently at first. And again, Zelina winning this keeps her technically in contention as long as, those in first don't. If those in first start to lose. So
Modified STO, by the way, by Naomi.
off of the top wrist lock against the ropes is Vega. I imagine we'll get a clean break it. No!
No, Naomi showing aggression.
That's something you don't see all the time out of Naomi.
I mean, she did used to be a bad person.
Yeah, but...
Part of Team Bad, remember?
Okay, this time with a clean break. Head scissors.
Naomi's probably wrestling that conscious. But you have to when you're married to one of the members of the table of Roman Reigns.
I'm honestly surprised they haven't moved Naomi over to SmackDown just so they can add her into that storyline.
And who else will get squashed by Piper Niven?
That we're, again, not going to announce as Piper Niven and then give Eva fucking Marie the credit.
I mean, to be fair. Did you expect Eva to wrestle?
No, I didn't.
Saying her gimmick was wardrobe malfunctions, did anyone actually think Eva was wrestling?
No, her gimmick was find as many ways as possible to not wrestle, even if it means accidentally nip slip. Accidentally being in air quotes. Accidentally being in heavy air quotes.
That's almost as accidental as Kip Sabian not in the right pronunciation.
Just leave it there. Almost as accidental as Kip Sabian.
Almost as accidental as Kip Sabian and Josh Matthews.
No,
Justin Roberts. Justin Roberts. To be fair, they were both in the company around the same time. That's my excuse for that one. I'm going to just call that a Frankensteiner. Because the Frankensteiner always was more vertical base. Not even a 1 there.
It's no fucking way as Kip Sabian winning that match. Quote Tom Campbell.
I still love that clip. God damn it.
Quote Tom Campbell.
It's Norfolk from Norfolk, England. Oh, that was a time.
Yes.
That was when I paid attention to AEW.
One of those rare occurrences of Justin Roberts not being an amazing fucking ring announcer.
To be fair, I think I can point out multiple times.
I mean, he's very good most of the time, but the rare fuck, which makes the rare fuck up stand up even more.
He's not Tony Chimmel though. He's not Tony Chimmel Edge. He's not the rated R superstar.
It's not.
And while I'm doing a Tony Chimmel impression, Vega's doing a basement drop kick to the dome of Naomi.
Just
and a Rikishi taunt.
The following contest will have no.
No disqualification.
Fucking.
I miss Chimmel.
That wasn't Chimmel. That was that was the thing. Just sassy Howard Finkel, because they changed it last moment to have no DQ, and so he was really sassy about it.
To be fair, wouldn't you be? You're the fake.
Yeah, just sassy Howard Fink. Following contest will have no.
Ooh. I think Naomi's going for the KO.
No, she's actually going for the sensible move, feeling the glow.
No! I
Is
really
Zelina
wanted to
Vega.
shot the KO again.
You were hoping for another review, really?
Yes. if this was I mean, he got the victory, so I guess you can't complain.
Yeah, feel
I was
the
about to
glow,
say,
getting tap out, putting.
if it was Mojo Rawley, then I definitely want another review.
Is that
Just
Mojo
for the
Rawley
meme.
doing the review or?
No, Mojo Rawley did have the review.
You know what?
Like, he had the hyperdrive. He had the hyperdrive, which is a sit down, which is not much better.
But
I like how the discussion is about arse-based finishes.
No, I mean this whole match was discussing completely different things. So
To be fair, there isn't much to say.
there
on the
isn't.
Naomi
But
match.
so yeah, Naomi picks up the
Look like
win.
Russell.
Picking
you
up
go.
the win ties her now. Puts her currently in first place as far as the women's side goes, putting a lot of pressure on Kai and Phoenix.
But let's be real here. I think Phoenix is going to maintain the course.
I mean, it brings the question: what do you do if she doesn't? Oh my god! So do you know who Naomi faces in the last round?
I mean, you know, I can just check, right?
Naomi faces Beth in the last round.
Cool. So you do know. Got it. I mean, if we're gonna go there, should we reference the fact that Zelina Vega is fighting Dakota Kai?
That's not. I don't think that's gonna go well for Zelina. I'm gonna say that now.
I don't either, but we'll see. Congratulations, Naomi, I guess.
As we just mentioned, Naomi winning puts pressure on our forerunners. As Dakota Kai, one of the two forerunners of the tournament,
Quite surprisingly so as well.
Yeah, looks to gain another set of 2 points. That's to extend her lead. Yeah, currently on the back burner as far as the lead goes. She has lost to Beth already.
Still, I mean, you needed to keep trying to get the lead over Phoenix to win, so this could be Kai's moment.
Yeah, any round Kai wins could be the round Kai pulls ahead. It just takes one slip up from Beth.
You know, speaking of that slip up, it's kind of ironic then that Kai's opponent is the only person to beat Beth Phoenix. All the way back in round 1, no less.
Yeah, Ruby Riott looking to, in some way, echo Bobby Roode and have the two top forerunners beat.
It could happen. We've seen Bobby Roode do it.
Yeah, as I said. Trying to almost emulate Bobby Roode here.
Ah, it's too cut off for me, so I didn't hear that bit.
Tis a shame.
The magic of the void, people. Yes, let's see if Ruby Riott can catch lightning in a bottle.
Top rig lock, hammerlock, headlock.
Headlock. What a lot.
A lot of locks.
Into the ropes. Rebound Irish whip.
Drop down.
Into a drop kick. Didn't get all of it.
Yeah. This might be one show where we don't get the snap suplex.
I mean, we've yet to see Saito.
Yeah, they've all been counted so far today. I think people are starting to catch on.
Your one per show is not happening.
People are starting to catch on that everyone does that move.
Yeah. We need more move diversity. That's what we need.
Everyone's just been practicing how to get out the how to side do suplex. But the nice bulldog there from Dakota Kai.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Laying the opponent out. Goes for a soccer kick.
And laying the boots into Ruby now is Kai.
Kai's key to the offensive. Drapes Ruby over the ropes and just slingshots her back into the middle of the ring.
Jawbreaker.
Running Hurricane Runner.
Fighting her way out.
I think Ruby might have been bringing the same thing to Kai. Reversed it.
Chris, no, that's
backslide bomb.
Yeah, backslide bomb.
There you go.
Got my pin combination bombs confused.
Yeah, you thought the Dakota Kai was Bandido for a minute. It's fine, it happens.
Big bicycle boot there.
Locked in the headlock from what I can tell. Thanks, Kenny. Yeah, we really should have told Kenny the hard cams on this side, huh?
I honestly don't think that Kenny's ever aware of the camera.
He's shy at the camera. That's what he is.
You're right. Up. Gets out the back.
Yes, an inverted DDT drop.
Into the midsection.
Sunset flip bomb.
Code red. There is a difference.
Is there?
Yes, sunset flip is fully is like over and then into the bomb. Code red is with the arm traps.
But it's just basically a modified sunset flip bomb. But it is, isn't it?
No, a Yoshi Tonic's like a modified sunset flip bomb.
Is that your Yoshi Tatsu reference for the day?
No, that's my Bullet Club Hunters reference for the day. I think you'll find.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Round the world.
Watch misses it.
Round the world and
Ruby had its skeletons.
Ruby again out the way.
Ruby's just sending Kai to the corner.
No, Kai's sending herself into the corner here.
It's kind of funny to watch, to be honest.
Yeah, Ruby playing that defensive game.
Ruby's going. I thought she was going to go for the senton. Misses it though.
Now Kai playing the defensive game. Both women avoiding each other's offense.
And the thing, this is a rookie Kai, but Kai's in the lead.
Yeah,
overall in this bracket.
Whip snap now there. To the corner.
Yes, indeed, whip to the corner. Kai's going for face wash of her own. Well, I guess the broski boot if you're so inclined.
Woo, woo, and woo. As Kodakai setting it up.
Chiropractor!
It's been so effective. Pretty sure it's put away everyone that's been hit with it.
I mean, backstabbers will do it. And she wins!
Yes, and again, as we said now, between Kai winning here and Naomi winning her match, this is a lot of pressure being put on Beth Phoenix.
It absolutely is, and that could be what puts Kai back in the lead.
Again, as we said, it only takes one slip. Now,
I think that slip might have been the senton.
Well, it only takes one slip from Beth Phoenix now, and Kai can take the lead. And with the added pressure of Naomi breathing down her neck, the tension might get to the better of Beth, even with a veteran experience.
It is possible, but it is hard to say. We will have to see if Phoenix can win the match this evening. But for now, I believe Kai will just celebrate. And that is very fair and well earned. Congratulations, Dakota Kai.
Well, yes, let us end the trilogy of the top of the women's A block. Beth Phoenix makes her way to the ring.
Yes, the veteran of this side of the tournament. Still technically in the lead.
Well,
I guess you could argue.
yeah, well, she's technically in this very moment in second place, but the moment she wins this match, if she wins this match, she goes back to winning the thing because she's already beaten Kai.
That is very, very true. As we've said, Beth has only lost to Ruby Riott.
Yes, as we mentioned as well. Now though, Naomi chasing Beth's heels. Again, those two meet in the final round of the tournament, and I don't know. Maybe the pressure's going to get to the veteran here.
It might. Her opponent will be Billie Kay. One half the Iconics who never split. We don't know what you mean.
Yes, because I mean, Beth's a veteran, and there's no way she's not been watching and keeping up with how the points are going and how the rest of the tournament's going.
Absolutely.
So Beth is going to be fully aware of the situation here.
Absolutely. Billie Kay, middle of the pack on 6 points. Had some stop and start momentum. It's uncertain if she's actually in line to win this evening.
That's not exactly the most consistent track record for Billie Kay.
As we look across the ring from her and see Beth Phoenix, who's been nothing but consistent. Aside from the first week.
Had that match to shake off that ring rust, and then since has been plowing through it.
Beautiful backbreaker there.
And it's potential to say that Kay might be another one of those people that could actually match Beth power-wise.
I think there is an argument to it.
Like, we were talking last round when Beth faced Bianca how, you know, Beth's game is predominantly power game. I mean, we were discussing, you know, how Bianca fared in that game, and I think, like, we see some of the more, you know, strength moves that Kay pulls off, and there is an argument to say that she has, a significant amount of skin in that methodology.
I won't disagree with you, but I will highlight the fact that Belair did lose.
Yes, but Belair's been doing pretty much nothing but lose.
That could have been said for Billie Kay as well at one point.
Yeah, but Billie Kay with a mixed record as we stand here in the 7th round of this tournament.
Beautiful clubbing lariat there into the corner.
Okay, the jawbreaker out of it, shoulder tackle. Split leg drop missed.
Misses the split. Not as devastating on Billie Kay as perhaps a normal leg drop, but it will still cause a little damage.
Yeah, dragon sleeper in there for a well, not very long, but enough to do some damage, I'm sure.
And a close line by Phoenix takes Billie Kay to the mat.
Okay, now firing back. Facebuster. the arm.
And Northern Lights bomb connects.
Kay's feeling it. Billie Kay thinks she might, she's getting the confidence. She's thinking she can win this.
I think that could cost her, though. Cockiness is a vice, not a virtue, but
I don't know if it was a cockiness that was the problem there. I think it was more just the wasted time. Giving way too much time for Beth to recover.
Peyton looking to pay it off.
Oh,
Northern Lights suplex.
Goes for the split leg drop. Gets it this time. Full body weight across the chest to Beth Phoenix. Now a colossal clutch.
And it's getting a way out of it.
Fireman's carry.
You gotta think that being a friend of Natalia's, Beth might have learned how to get out of submissions.
That was two. That was 2.5 there. That was closer than people might have been expecting from that count.
Absolutely, Billie Kay is showing not to sleep on her.
Yes, but like you said, there's a point where confidence starts becoming an issue.
Yeah, you've got to keep it under control.
Like it's all well and good starting to get the confidence that you can actually win the match, like especially against the person who's in the lead, in contention for victory. But you can't let it go to your head. You can't let it make you lose focus.
Northern Lights bomb. The thing is, with Phoenix, it only takes one glam slam to pull out a victory here.
Yeah, one glam slam or the stretch variant she's been applying recently. Another hot shot off the ropes into a cover.
To get the victory, only a 2. Billie can't believe it. Big boot by Billie.
Yeah, hits the big boot. That could be it.
Only a 2 count from the big boot.
Yeah, we've seen Billie Kay putting people away with that boot. Swinging neck breaker. Okay, potentially looking to follow up. Gets a chin lock.
Wrenching on the chin there. Pulling the neck back.
Trying to hyperextend the neck.
Let's go, interestingly enough. Phoenix wiggles away out. Reverse DDT drop.
Pulls Billie towards center.
Wait a minute. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, you said it only takes one.
Doesn't have a veggie for the slam, just goes for the wrenching of the limbs.
Just that loosens the arms up. Weakens Billie somewhat.
Remember, it was the Glam Slam that let the Iconics win the women's tag titles back at WrestleMania. So I think Kay has to remember how fatal that move can be.
No stranger to the strength of that move.
Feet in the ropes. Only a 2 count. Feet in the ropes. Not been paying off too much. Fireman's carry. The Michinoku.
Kenny saying the barrel that was outside, that was under the ropes.
I'll put Hurricane Runner of sorts there.
Head scissors caught. K again.
Off the lights, Bob number 3. Returning to the well of tricks.
Solbot.
Gets caught, gets tripped. Single leg Boston.
Yeah, might not
An
get,
elevated one as well.
yeah, again, might not get the win from this, but that stretch she's been applying does attack all the limbs, so weakening the legs as well, not a terrible idea.
Breaking the fall. Relentlessly just striking
Yeah,
K in the face.
some aggression out of Beth. I think Beth might have thought this should have been over by now. Multiple strikes.
Wait a minute.
Torture rack. Now bending the spine as well.
And it is it! Phoenix bringing out another submission to the arsenal.
Phoenix just stretching K by the end there.
The torture rack just absolutely devastating. Imagine you're being just shoved down on something stronger than concrete.
Yeah, we see that stretching of the arms, and then we had the single leg Boston Crab, and then the torture rack just pulling Billie apart bit by bit.
That was a dirty pin. Didn't score the win. But Beth must be relieved, maintaining the lead yet again.
So you can do that a couple more times. She will be your winner in the A block. But
And potentially overall as well.
yes, you can stamp her way for the finals. But she's going to be very aware of the women currently nipping at her heels.
That is very valid. Congratulations to Beth Phoenix, though, maintaining first place.
But we've had quite the mix-up on the men's side this week. So we've had all of our people at the bottom winning their matches. And technically in this match, that makes things look pretty good for Shawn.
Absolutely. Shawn currently tying with Bálor, who lost earlier tonight. Could propel Michaels into joint third if he beats his opponent this week. Which does keep him in with a chance.
Yeah, it does keep him in the conversation. But his opponent has even more of a reason to want to try and keep in the conversation, to win this match and to keep in the conversation.
I would absolutely agree with that. As it would put this man into joint first temporarily.
Yes, the only problem with that is his single blemish on his record so far is against the person in first place.
I mean, it could come down to it being ties that separate it. But you still gotta think that just thinking you're in first may do wonders with the momentum of Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre having a hell of a good showing. Aleister Black, I think same points, but slightly different set of circumstances.
They are indeed. Aleister Black leading the pack of Group B has his own competition when he fights Kevin Owens. That'll be next week, but for now, he's going to be in the corner of Drew McIntyre.
Yes, for those just joining in with the series now, I recommend you go catch up. But Alistair Black and Drew McIntyre have formed a pact. The original hope was to meet in the finals, to face off in the finals. But now they're just helping each other get as far as possible, and if that means they both finish and win and get to meet in the finals, great. If not, it's not much skin off their backs.
Indeed, these men have never fought. It's why they want to just see who can win. Speaking to people who have not fought or not fought in a while, perhaps, HBK and McIntyre.
Yes, and I imagine if these two have ever fought, Shawn Michaels has not fought main event Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, he would have faced Chosen One Drew McIntyre, I imagine. I'm unaware of if it was singles competition. In fact, only time they faced is Royal Rumble 2010.
So yeah, this is not the same McIntyre that anyone knew before he left.
Yes, it definitely is not.
Where McIntyre went off, honed his craft, honed his skills, and became a better wrestler than he ever was before.
There is no doubt to the legitimacy of Drew McIntyre. He has faced a whole host of talented individuals. The list could go on and on. Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, Sami Callihan, Seth Rollins. Yeah, the list is extensive.
Yeah, held championships all over.
He's even beaten the current NWA champion, Magnus, aka Nick Aldis.
He's weirdly getting brought up a lot this episode.
So there's no doubt to McIntyre being a top performer.
Still only a 1 count. Is the Heartbreak Kid getting himself in the driver's seat early on in this match? In spite of his size, Drew is perfectly fine fighting from underneath. At least in a metaphorical sense.
McMahon's former chosen one can absolutely take the fight wherever necessary. As is the Scottish psychopath.
Yes, I don't think Drew expects a count out. Not with the 20 counts. But
Yeah, I don't think he ever wants to win by a count out either.
Yes, I think just being courteous enough to let Shawn get in the ring on his own time. DDT.
Michaels with a DDT, indeed.
Leg into sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter applied.
It's gotten Cesaro a couple wins. I think it's gotten Natty her only win. Tuning up the band now.
Same thought process.
Yeah, but
this is the sweet chin.
Yeah, McIntyre was ready for it. Got out of the way. Forearm in the corner. Double axe handles. And again, working on the upper back, the shoulder blades with Shawn.
In full.
Well, it's not a terrible target. The upper back and the shoulder blades. It is the shoulders you have to clear from the mat. to break a pinfall.
That's picked up. Think he was going for a pile driver, misses the opportunity though.
And Drew now. Thinking about it.
Not going for it, perhaps.
Yeah, measuring it. Doesn't think it's the right time. Doesn't think now's the time to hit it. Wait.
I think he's gonna go for a topic on Hilo.
Massive dive from a massive man.
And you wonder why the cruiserweights don't get that much appeal, huh? Someone like McIntyre could do a toe pick on Hilo out of nowhere.
Fantastic toe pick on Hero from Drew. Put in there. Shawn goes for it
The
again.
sharpshooter, I think maybe too close to the ropes. McIntyre just powers out.
Yeah, Drew not even for a moment.
It's straight on it.
Backdrop suplex.
Not to be confused with a good old Saito.
Yes. Shawn now. Boot caught. The Shui Cheng music was caught.
He knows not to fall for it. So we're going to see the pile driver.
Delayed pile driver.
Nailed it.
Little bit of hang time. Let some of the blood rush to the head before you are dropped on it.
The reason it's a banned move.
And some pressure on the arm and the shoulder. Gives Drew a bit too much time to recover there.
Knees dropped. Crucifix.
The shoulders down.
Only a 2.
Little stomp to the arm. It's Drew up. Looking for it a third time. Kenny in position.
Sharpshooter! Pulled it through!
Yeah, it seems like today is the day that the luck for everyone turns, and that does not bode well for our leader.
Absolutely, this could be the moment
This could
for,
be
for Bryan to lose.
Yeah, he's been undefeated throughout the tournament. And this could, like, the way things have been going tonight, this is looking good for Shin.
It is indeed an option.
As the one with less points has won every match tonight.
We'll just have to see how that happens, but for now, as we mentioned, Michaels is now in joint third with Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe. Hardly a bad place to be.
Yes, next round Drew faces Samoa Joe, so this could go in a lot of directions from here still.
Absolutely, congratulations to Shawn Michaels. The last women's match of the evening. Both competitors tied for points.
I say a battle for third place, but a hell of a battle nonetheless. There's two people that, honestly, at the beginning of the tournament, we would have expected this to be a battle for first place.
How the times have changed.
As Asuka having a atrocious start to the tournament has recently picked up momentum again. Going for that kick combination, going for the knockout. has proved effective for her.
Yes, it's why she's on a 3-match win streak. She's having to ride that momentum. It's hard to say who will win here. Both submission practitioners. Over the top of their game.
Shayna a lot less consistent of a run. Had two great opening matches, then 2 losses. Then we thought we would be able to see her get on the wagon again, but falling to our current second place combatant Naomi in the last round it's been an interesting time for Shayna, I think.
You could definitely say that for sure. Baszler was the forerunner of the competition. Just losing her place. This might get her back on track. It's hard to say though.
As I said, like these 2 women's, you look at the roster, and we probably going into this would have thought that this was going to be our 2 winners or 2 forerunners going at it, like a big deciding match. But nope, this is a match for 3rd place as it stands. And that's purely standings based on points.
Question is, which will be stronger? Baszler wiggling her way out of a suplex. Caught anyway to a backdrop by Asuka.
Generally think we might get through a whole episode without one.
Yeah, it's also gimmick infringement, Pentagon Jr.
And I don't know, Pentagon, Pete Dunne. There's quite a few people that do that, actually.
Yeah,
Although
but
Pete Dunne
still.
will bite your hand off, your fingers off first.
Yeah, so I feel as though more to Pentagon.
Surprised they. I mean, actually, no, COVID era. Not actually that surprised.
Yeah, yeah, they had to keep some semblance of health and safety.
That semblance of healthy safety is not letting Peter Dunne bite people's fingers off.
Yes.
Hey, look, a review. It's the thing that Shayna lost to last round.
So remind me. Still, these are 2 very, very skilled women. No doubt about that. 2 of perhaps the longest reigning NXT Women's Champions as well.
Yeah, certainly 2 of the most impressive NXT Women's Champions. Backslide bomb.
In fact, I believe they are indeed the top 2. Asuka holding the belt for 1 reign of 522 days, and Baszler with 2 reigns equaling 549 days.
That's two impressive stints in NXT. And do you think Asuka's taunting Shayna a bit? She went for the hip attack in the corner. She tapping her butt like. She must have seen the match from last week, knowing this was coming up. Well, sorry, from last round, knowing this was coming up. Like, oh no, there we go. Sayada suplex. It take us to the second to last match, but we got one.
Yeah, in the end.
One per show.
Just let that sink in that these 2 people have held the NXT Women's Championship for more than 3 years combined.
Dragon Sleeper locked in.
Let that sink in.
And I think that's a testament to. We would have guessed that these 2 were going to be forerunners by this point.
Absolutely, I would have agreed with that in a heartbeat.
Another Sayada suplex, almost a backdrop driver, which
It is a shame these two never faced for the women's championship. Baszler would win hers from Moon, who was in many of the ways meant to be the person to beat Asuka before Asuka's injury.
Yeah, it always felt like Ember Moon was being set up to beat Asuka.
And then to rub it in psychologically, Baszler won her second title from Kairi Sane, who was formerly Asuka's teammate. So I think Baszler can feed on that psychology, really.
Yeah, both women's have mind games to play in this match. As I said, Asuka just taunting Shayna, trying to get in her head, trying to. Well, although I don't know how wise it is to anger Shayna. Like, yeah, maybe that's gonna make Shayna make a mistake, but it also might cost her to be a lot more aggressive.
It might do. It's hard to say. Beautiful kick there. Goes for the pin.
Shayna's been using that running knee as just a way of taking the opponent down to the mat, so you can start working them down. It's been quite an effective strategy throughout the tournament. Side Russian leg sweep.
I think a lot of people as well, just to bring up the point of the title, I think a lot of people believe, and there's no argument for it, that Asuka's kind of lost a lot of her mystique
STF
since
locked
that
in.
NXT days.
Well, it's not so much the NXT days. It's since Charlotte beat her and ended her winning streak, her singles winning streak, because she singles one-on-one match winning streak because she lost a battle royale.
Yeah, that was a moment in history.
Yeah,
Katina Clark tucked in, a former MMA fighter.
kept running for a second pin. Shayna
Oh,
has lost matches to that exact situation on multiple occasions. I want to point out.
you may. Can I also point out that as of this recording, Baser's last loss was to Reginald.
I'm aware.
I was not aware.
I wasn't gonna bring up Reginald.
Unfortunately, I did.
Asuka.
Reginald has a win over an MMA fighter.
Yep. The Bomaye there from Asuka.
Let that not take away from Shayna Baszler. Though it kind of does. Why did they do that?
Apparently Vince really likes Reggie.
Jesus Christ.
Because of course
Asuka's
Vince really likes Reggie.
Asuka's
Asuka
going for
lock.
the Asuka lock. Might be a bit too close to ropes.
It's locked in. And yeah, Kenny calling for the break.
It's just straight went for the ropes. That's the experience of Baszler. What you gotta remember, she's used to an octagon, but perhaps the Asuka lock got more than they bargained for.
Yeah, damage dealt. Submission not required. And the Asuka lock is a neck and arm choke. It's a shot. It's a neck and arm submission. It's a neck and shoulder submission specifically. So again, and we've mentioned before how if the damage is done to the right place, it doesn't matter how much you do. And targeting that neck, targeting those shoulders, it's like, as I said, that's the part that has to breach the mat for a kick out. That is. So weakening the shoulders, weakening the neck, that is a good way to keep your opponent down.
Absolutely, and it has proven effective against Shayna Baszler. Asuka riding on a 4-match win streak.
She has 2 rounds left, and winning those 2 rounds will catch her up to the leaders. But it doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. This is a tight top. It's gonna. I definitely think by this point it might come down to the last few matches, and it very may likely come down to the tiebreakers.
Indeed. Still, congratulations, Asuka.
It is a hell of a main event. Our current third place competitor takes on the undefeated first place competitor.
Absolutely. And what can we say about the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura? That has not been said already.
Yes, and very much likely might soon be crowned king as well.
That would be something.
Yes, they are planning a run back, doing a new King of the Ring tournament, and some of the competitors we do know are in it are Shinsuke Nakamura. We know Xavier Woods are in it, and I believe Baron Corbin is actually being given the chance to defend his title as king.
That's a rarity.
Yes.
Hopefully he doesn't defend it well.
Honestly, I think Shin and Woods probably would be my picks to win.
Probably Shinsuke for me unless we find someone else.
It's just Woods to me has always stood out as someone that you could give him a gimmick like that and he would actually do really well with it.
Absolutely, but for now, the Yes movement has returned.
Yes, the man is undefeated. The man has already broken the magic number, and now every win makes it harder for anyone to catch up. And then now I think we have to bring up the topsy-turviness of tonight's men's division and the implications that has, because as far as the trend goes, it would suggest Shin's going to win, which would end the winning streak of Daniel and make it kind of opens people up to win a bit more.
Yeah, it opens up Nakamura, it opens up McIntyre, and it keeps Joe and Michael still very much in the discussion.
Yes, and it also shifts quite a lot of things. Like we just had Drew lose, so if Daniel Bryan does win now, that's 4 points different. Like that is a 4 points lead, not a 2 point lead anymore. Like there is
And
a lot of implications to the weird way tonight has
yeah,
gone.
yeah, if Bryan wins, Joe, Shawn, and Shin might just be out. Because they'd only be able to get 12.
Well, Shin would, but he would have lost to Daniel. So it would if Daniel wins tonight, I think it just becomes down to him and McIntyre, and that is McIntyre winning both the next matches and Daniel losing both the next matches. So
Yeah, that is fair. I mean, Bryan fights both Michaels and Joe. He still has those yet to face.
yes, they are. We've tied fourth. Is
That would
No,
be
they are same level
tied
as Shin, so
third.
they are tied third currently. They would be fourth if Shin wins tonight. And again, now would be the worst time I think for Bryan to start losing.
Absolutely.
Like because he, as we said, he has the 3 people currently in third left to fight, all of which could catch up to him.
The keys to kingdom are technically still there.
And it's worth mentioning, Daniel's had some long matches in this tournament.
Absolutely.
Like, Daniel and Shelton went like the closest to a time limit draw we've had. Bryan and Drew as well also went upwards of towards the 15-minute mark. Like Daniel Bryan could steadily be getting gassed as this tournament goes on.
I don't want to kind of throw Benjamin under the bus here, but Nakamura, you could argue, is leagues above Benjamin.
And yeah, and like, think how much praise we've been giving Benjamin over the past couple rounds. Like, it says something that we're putting Shayna at an even higher level than that.
I think Shin was probably one of the first people I looked at in the roster and gave my blessing to be fair.
Like,
He's had his own.
yeah, I think legitimately this could be the match of the tournament, like, both in quality and in significance. Because, again, this is either that 4-point lead, or this is Shin starts getting real. Like, we really have to start talking about Shin's possibility of winning.
Absolutely. Axe kick. Right to the dome.
Yeah, and then knee to the lower back.
Pinfall, only a 1 count.
As we said, pinfall always a little bit more energy walked out of your opponent, forcing them to expend that energy, pushing them off you.
Double knees to the back.
Softening up the knee. Sends Bryan to the corner once again.
Bryan's gonna Irish rip him across the ring. Takes out Kenny.
And gonna go for the 2 drop kicks, and
Busted Nakamura open, I think.
yeah, look. Nakamura's checking his forehead. I think he might have got caught. It's double leg. Chop. Punch. Shinsuke Nakamura, special inverted exploder suplex. And yep, now we can see for certain Shin's definitely busted open.
I think Nakamura might still be strong enough to survive.
We talked about how some people, the blood makes you weak.
Wait a minute, Kinshasa!
Kinshasa connects. Is it going to be enough?
Only a 2.
Yeah, we have seen how resilient and how hard to put away Bryan is. That's why these matches keep going on so long. Bryan now looking to feed off the crowd. Drop kick in the corner. Looking for it.
For his own running strike, knee plus misses.
Shin was ready for it.
Shin going for a powerbomb. Sit out powerbomb.
Goes up to the second. Maybe looking for that diving variant of the Kinshasa. Goes for it, gets avoided.
Misses. Bryan looking to take advantage. Brings him into the middle of the ring. Vega's going for the yes kicks. Misses his opportunity.
Shinsuke for another.
Shinsuke special.
Yeah, Shinsuke special inverted exploder suplex.
Say that 5 times when you're drunk. Dragon Sleeper locked in.
Yeah, real wrenching back on the back. Like, as much as predominantly it is a choke, it does also work the spine quite a bit.
Kinshasa number 2.
Will 2 be enough to slay the dragon?
2. It is! Nakamura has ended the winning streak of Daniel Bryan.
Round 7 will go down as the turning point. The underdog, points-wise, in every single match on the men's side was the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has brought Shinsuke into question. He may be joint tagging on points technically third because he has lost to McIntyre. But all he needs to do is win his next match, and Bryan needs to lose it, and Nakamura is in first place.
We said it. This is the worst possible time for Bryan to start losing, because he has 3 big opponents, and this is 1 out of 3 that he has failed to beat.
There is a lot of pressure on Bryan, on McIntyre, and Nakamura now. All 3 gunning for top position. And round 8 will definitely show some promise.
It's time to look to the B block. What's coming up? And I think the big one is our two of our forerunners over in the B block on the men's side. Aleister Black and Kevin Owens are set to square off.
Yeah, not only that, but some of our first and second place women will be competing. Front runner Liv Morgan battles Sasha Banks, and Paige will be taking on Kairi Sane.
We have, well, as we mentioned now, Andrade, the only man sitting at 2 points, takes on another person, a surprise forerunner that has come up the past few weeks, Chad Gable, who is on a roll. It's not looking good for Andrade, unfortunately.
And if we're speaking of roles, can we just bring up Bobby Roode? He's beaten the 2 front runners, and now he has to fight Adam Cole.
Yes, Adam Cole currently sitting in the middle of the pack, but this could be the deciding point in Bobby Roode's run. Like that win could be the thing that keeps Bobby Roode's momentum going right to the end. Said Bobby Roode not out of it. It's not easy, but he's not out of it. And beating the 2 people, well, 2 of the 3 people in first place is going to help you on that. Well, first and second. But semantics aside, that is our next week. We as always end congratulating all of the winners. Looking to how that affects the scores. We look forward to seeing you next week for the B block. Until then, that is me, Alex Angels, joined as always, Mr. Radox, signing off. Ta-ra.
Take care.